We are live.
2 minutes yet.
I'm just nervous about it not working.
Come on, Chelsea, we never have tech issues in this room.
Call the July 20th, 2026 Polk City Planning and Zoning Commission meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Hankins,
Here.
Mraz,
Here.
Oldfest, McCann,
Here.
Kolupnik,
Here.
Vogel,
Here.
and Austin.
Here. All right. Item 3, approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second?
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right. Item 4, approval of P and Z Commission meeting minutes for June 15th, 2026.
I'll make a motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right. Item 5, discussion regarding future land use plan near the Polk City Regional Park. City engineer report?
Yeah, so Julie apologizes, she got double booked tonight, so I'm gonna cover for her here. But we have gone through the effort of updating the future land use plan as we've previously discussed. Generally speaking, so Julie put together a little summary of what we've done. But basically, the big one, I think, was adding the street networks as we currently have them laid out, in the other future, or in the other comp plan maps. There is some ambiguity, I think, on some of these layouts as subdivisions come in. We get a little more clarity on what the ultimate layouts will be. But, you know, street maps and things of that nature in a comprehensive plan are used more as a guiding principle versus a black and white, this is where your roadways have to go. But we expanded this mixed use that runs along Big Creek Commons. Trail alignments were added, so that's what these guys are, that kind of show what the Polk City Junction, the Polk City Junction Trail will look like. What I will tell you is we'll need to update this before it goes to council to show the final alignment. As we iterated through it on the Polk City Regional Park, we did not get that updated, but we may, or we'll clean it up as part of the updates before council. In general, I think the biggest conversation that I wanted to have is A, if the commission has any further comments, and then B, if this is the concept that we finalize on or we settle on in terms of making a change, I wanted to give you a final summary of what that change looks like. So let's start with any comments that the commission may have in terms of, did we miss anything, any other additional changes, anything small that could be recommended for approval with contingent upon us making that update, anything like that.
I think you've done a good job of kind of summarizing a lot of the things that we've talked about, and we did talk about a lot of them, and just kind of like the streets that you have on here are a plan, and it might not happen that way. I'm confident this is not how this will eventually develop, but it kind of gives an idea of how we would like it to develop. And I'm, sure these lines are going to move a little bit here and there. But I think, with the task we were assigned on trying to get this updated and get more commercial or mixed use close to the regional park. I think this does a good job of it and also cleans up some other areas.
Are there any other comments on this option versus what we talked about in the past, or everything added as we?
Okay, so then hearing no other comments, just to kind of round things back into form in terms of what the changes we ultimately made in the areas that we're showing. There's been no change to the civic and institutional uses. That'll still be just over 45 or 44 and a half acres of land as previously designated. The commercial, we've added 11.67 acres, taking it from just under 100 to just over 111. High-density residential, we've dropped that from 27.8 to 14.4, a change of 13.43. We've added approximately 47.1 acres of industrial, taking it from just under 80 to 126 and a half. Low-density residential, we omitted approximately 250, 247.82 to be specific, dropping it from 885 and a half to 637.7. Medium density, we added 26.85 acres, taking it from basically 57 and a half to 84. And then mixed use, we dropped by about 27.4 acres, taking it from 192 or just over 192 to almost 165, just a little bit under that. So to give you
Numbers match with the table on land use option C?
They should. I will tell you, we've had some issues with the quarries on this.
Cause didn't you say mixed use went to 170?
164.74. So we're having a quarry issue with our GIS again. We'll get that cleaned up. But yeah, the changes are correct. I'm almost wondering if we fenced it differently.
The ones you read are correct, or?
I believe so.
Okay,
So we'll get those corrected and changed, and then we'll provide a final tabulation, probably as a summary on the next P and Z meeting to kind of close the loop on that. But I know we've had some issues where the fence gets really weird and it starts pulling some weird areas. I think it's something about the historic nature of this map and trying to bring it through about 4 different versions of GIS is really causing some issues. I think generally speaking, we're really happy with what the changes have been made. I think we're very strongly recommending this. And I think it aligns with the long-term comprehensive plan goals of promoting commercial and industrial growth in communities and opportune areas, as well as not necessarily deprioritizing low density, but prioritizing that variety of residential uses and types, and then the nature of, mixture of uses, and doing so in a responsible manner. So I think we would recommend the P and Z recommend approval to council on this, subject to me cleaning up my map and then making that small adjustment to the Polk City Junction Trail as it goes through the regional park.
it's really not a motion on this one, just, is everybody in agreement to recommend basically what we see in the map as option C to the council?
Yep, I'm good.
Good enough for you guys? Okay, thank you. Item 6, reports and particulars, council liaison.
Good evening, Commission. Again, it's been a little bit since I've met you. I don't have any specific items I wanted to call out this evening that I feel or require your attention. However, as always, I'm here to answer any questions any of you may have, either now during the meeting or afterwards. So if there's nothing for me, we can go ahead and move on.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. City manager?
I don't have anything. Thank you.
Thank you. Staff?
You'll notice, hopefully, that there's been significant progress in the last couple weeks with the roundabout project. We are still optimistic of having that intersection open August the 10th, or at least the week thereof. We have run into significant utility conflicts in that area. I have no idea what the geology in that intersection is doing, but none of those utilities are locating very well. So absolutely did hit some snags as we were working through some of those, but I think we've got a plan to get that intersection open in the very near future, and we're trending in the right direction. You'll still see a lot of work in that intersection as we continue to progress through stages, what we're calling 4 and 5 of that project, to finish it out this year. But we're cautiously optimistic the traffic will be open, a week and a half before school starts at least. And then you'll probably start seeing, you've probably seen some work on phase 4 or 5 in the trailhead. So it picks up at Kiwanis Park, works its way through town, and then they're working on the trailhead. It sounds like they're gonna get the paving crew out here the last week of July and start putting trail pavement down on that project. So, and they feel pretty confident as long as weather cooperates, and 90 working days will elapse this year, and they feel pretty good about getting that stuff taken care of this year. So cautiously optimistic that both of those projects will finish up yet this year, but wanted to provide you guys with an update of what you'll see between now and our next meeting.
All right. Commission comments or questions? All right. Item 7, is there a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Efficient.
Yes, everything's going in the park.
Good.
You got all the bids in and awarded yet, or?